Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be exploring some of the easy combat achievement benefits, as well as going through a treasure hunter item which is nearly 10 years old. This is going to help me smash the Barrows collection log. So the item we're going to be looking at is the Vampire Hunter Amulet. Now this was something which was released in Treasure Hunter in 2016, and is something which doesn't really have a benefit nowadays apart from those who still have charges on the amulet. Now luckily for me, I have a combined amount of charges of 62 left on this amulet, and what this amulet basically does, if we can list the effects, it gives you the ability to re-roll the Barrows chest once per run. Now this is going to cost me 2 charges per go, and it's only going to give me 31 re-rolls at the Barrows log, but in terms of my log at the minute, which is empty and needing these items, it's going to be a really nice little video to go and do the Barrows chest, especially with the new buff from the combat achievements. Now, if you haven't seen, if you're able to unlock the easy achievements for the combat achievements, which is pretty much, most people will do this on login because you will have some form of score. What this is going to give you in terms of reward is the ability to have a portal when you go through your chest at Barrows to go directly to the chest to loot. So this is going to save you an insane amount of time. With Barrows especially, it's such a big log. Running through the tunnels at the end really does take up a lot of time, and it's going to greatly reduce this as well. So what we're going to go and do is take this amulet, and we're going to go and gear up for Barrows now, and we're going to go and give it a bit of a crack to show you guys how this amulet works, and as well how good this portal is if you're going to chase the Barrows log. Barrows is still heavily underrated and still pulls in 10 mil per hour. I would say you could do the Barrows brothers pretty comfortably at something like 75 necromancy. They just aren't strong enough. However, if you've done some quest storylines and you have more than the original Barrows brothers, you might struggle on things like Linda or accuracy to a point as well, because they are slightly more buffed up than the rest. Linda especially is a tank and does hit hard at times, but providing your weapons are high enough and stuff, you will be able to get through it as well. And once you've done Linda a few times, you'll get the hang of how to kill her as well. So in terms of what I'm going to take here, it's just going to be your standard necromancy setup. But I'm going to get equipped up now, and we will go from there. So in terms of Barrows, nothing too heavy. I've just gone for my best necromancy sort of setup. Again, you don't need first necromancy to do it. You could just do it with Death Dealer or the tank armor as well. You really don't need too high in terms of the stats to do these monsters. So we've actually got the Barrows portal set up for us because I wanted to test the portal out before doing it. And basically the emphasis of Barrows has not changed since the very early days. You go to all these mounds, you click on the spades, and then you kill the brothers. So what you're looking for in terms of these brothers is you're looking for the tunnel. So the tunnel is what's going to give you the loot chest. And after that, that's where you can go and kill the final boss and loot the chest and get your kill count up as well. So as you can see, admittedly, I am very much overgeared and everything for this, but the brothers really don't last long. But this is a really good log to get into if you're of the lower level, or if you're getting towards that mid-higher level and you're looking for a bit of good GP. Barrows at 10 mil is very good. And with this portal, as long as you've got access to it, it's going to greatly speed up your portal. And as you can see, because I've done the quest, I've got the added ones of Accuracy and Linda as well, which is what's made my Barrows brother total 8 rather than the original 6. In my opinion, if you got the original 6, it's probably going to be easy to do Barrows because, again, the 6 brothers really are underskilled to where the current game is and the current meta is as well, so you will totally like breeze through them. As you can see, my conjures are really just tearing it up on their own. So yeah, so once you've found your tunnel, and for me it's Torax, so we're going to go down and we're going to click on the sarcophagus to get in. Once we go in, because we have the ability to do the combat easy and we have it automatically unlocked, with the combat easy you don't get any items, you don't talk to anyone, it's automatically unlocked. We go through this portal and we open a chest, and then that's when the brother arrives. So all we really need to do is, if we want to and want to get a little bit more kill count, we can go and kill some monsters and just raise that kill count up. You still have the door to be able to go out of. As you can see, Torax really didn't last too long. So I'm going to go and do 10 KC just for a point of it. Again, KC just affects your roll slightly and just changes it slightly from that as well. But in terms of an update, this is massive for someone who wants to do the Barrows log. It really is a quality of life. The amount of time you're saving here is going to increase your Barrows runs by so much. So we've equipped the amulet. So as you can see now, the amulet has the option to reroll. So for me, by doing these 32 Barrow runs, in essence, because I can reroll every one, I can do 64 for that time. And that's just going to give me some extra hits to be able to go and do it. Now, unfortunately, you can only do this once per Barrows run. But still, it just means it's nice and easy and it's a bit quicker than what I would have done anyway. Especially when you're not getting items. if you're not getting items, you're just going through your Barrows KC and Barrows reroll a lot quicker anyway. But that in essence is the updates I wanted to go through. Again, I've showcased that amulet. Depending on how long it's going to take me to go and do these 31 chests, we'll come back and give you guys some highlights, and I'll keep all the loot in the info as well, just to show you guys what you can expect from 60-yard Barrow runs. So definitely worthwhile doing. Again, Barrows is one where I would really not suggest for you to go and do the collection log all in one go. It really is a long one. So if you wanted to, you can go to war each time, or you can use the portal to get back to the Barrows crypt you walked into, and then go out and then basically just recycle through them again. But in terms of a Barrows run, it really isn't long to go and do it. Again, Akase and Linda are the pains, but you don't have to do them either. You can just do the original 6, and even though you only have the original 6 in terms of drop table, you will still make some profit. The Barrows items, because of things like convention and stuff, are very worthwhile chasing for that low to mid-level money-making method. 10 mil, as I've said plenty of times throughout the video, is still solid in nowadays economy. So it could be a very good way for you to make some profits while doing a little bit of a fun, nostalgic minigame, which has had a little bit of an improvement. We're going to go and just walk you through a Lindsay kill, because Lindsay's the one which really is a bit more of a problem than the rest. So we'll go through to the Lindsay one now, and we'll show you guys how to do it. This one's Arim's. Arim's won't take too long. Lindsay is the big flaming purple one, which is going to give us a little bit of a problem. So here is Lindsay. So let's go and do this. So Lindsay's main problem is it's got quite a high HP bar. As you can see, I've pretty much just done 20k damage there, and Lindsay's still standing. So it's just working on it, just making sure you're getting your rotations in, your big abilities as well. If you've got things like Death Skull, that is really nice. Or if you want to use Mage, Magic, Range, the Barrows brothers are pretty much acceptable to all combat styles. So you can use whatever you want. I've just gone for Necromancy because it's just still overpowered and easy, and doesn't really give me any grief. But as you see, like compared to the rest of the Barrows brothers, Lindsay really does put up a fight. And because of that, that's one I would probably skip if you are looking to skip anything at all. Lindsay probably takes just as long as 2, maybe even 3 brothers. Now, we did throw her down there, which is nice. So we're going to continue to work our way through. You know what? Because it's not going to take us too long to finish these up, we'll go and do the other 4 before wrapping up. And what I might do as well is use this amulet for 100 kills, and then basically come back to you guys and show you what kind of loot we've got and what kind of Barrows log and Barrows luck we've got as well. Because again, I just wanted to show you guys this amulet, but we'll do a video in detail with it, with all the drops we're going to get from doing 100 Barrows KC. Now, in terms of Barrows KC, we have 32, so when we do the video a little later on, maybe we go to 150. 150 could be good, and it could be a nice little project for me to do a couple of Barrows runs per day. And especially with stuff like this, it shouldn't take me too long either. But that is basically Barrows, and that is also the Vampire Hunter Amulet. You cannot get it nowadays, and you also can't find any ways to recharge it. If it's released on Treasure Hunter, it will come back. But I think it was a little bit OP. Like some of the Treasure Hunter things they released back in the day were wild. And you can see why people got a bit mad towards Treasure Hunter and what it was bringing to the games. Because something like this is very OP nowadays, especially with collection logs and all this sort of stuff as well. You could basically get people to do a Barrows log in half the time if they had enough of those tokens to do as well. So if you've still got this in your bank though, it's a very, very good amulet. You use Feral Vampire Fangs, which I believe have been converted. If you had any left in your bank, they are no longer there. But yeah, so we'll do a full video on the amulet, what the amulet gets me, how we do for 150 total KC. And that's going to be the end of it, really. But again, I want to show you guys, how good the brand new Easy Combat update is in terms of reward for Barrows. That portal just saves you so much time. So it's so good. And Barrows still pumping at 10 mil per hour. Anyone who's sort of a low, mid-level, if you want to have a little bit of a play with early level like PVM, this is definitely the boss to do. It outperforms God Wars heavily. So yeah, very, very good item. And again, the drop rates are very common. I still believe they're like 1 in 16-ish. But we shall see. We'll go and kill Darok now. And don't get me wrong, if you are a little bit lower in combat, maybe a little bit of food, maybe some potions, but we can do that. And a nice little combat achievement done there. We'll search for chests, and as you see, there is some standard loot. Rerolled, and nothing too important there. So we'll take that, and we'll keep going. And yeah, that's basically going to be the end of this video. Barrows still solid. The amulet's going to be really cool, but again, I'll move that into another video. This was an early little tease to show you guys, look how cool this amulet is. Look what it does, and look what it's going to make me do in terms of collection log. We'll come back to update you guys on what kind of loot we get from 150 Barrows chests, and see if it's worthwhile doing in today's economy. But again, Lucky says 10 mil per hour for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.